the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Detroit Lions. Tirico, Greg Olter ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Field. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line. Displacing defenders at the point of attack and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Philadelphia.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy. We're going to just keep giving him a chance.
From the 43, here's second and 8. On play action, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. D.J. Reader getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to third and very long. Now Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and we come out to the 20-yard line. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
We go tonight. 180.
To Slav, a man in motion. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, I can promise you, when they dreamed up ways they wanted to start this game and they drafted that opening play sheet, I promise you, Mike, that was the worst case scenario. Nobody ever imagined first play of the game would end up going the other way. And give credit to the defense. They steal an early possession, but that is just a brutal start.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. So from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll get that out to Barkley. And it looks like he's going to come up just short for the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The Lions called their first timeout to talk things over before 3rd down. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They convert with a gain of 15.
At the 9-yard line.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Now Hurts. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. A tremendous return. He's already got him in field goal range.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Like 20. Shell. Turbo.
To throw is Goff. He's got it at the 7. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal.
Like 20. Value 1. Turbo.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good oversight. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
That's good.
That first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Cover very scouted. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Hurts will try it again. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
bootleg. It's Goff. Over the middle. He's got St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Goff. A throw on the move is caught.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
3rd down and 3. Throwing here is Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 54 yards.
First down.
4 down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gibbs. Trying to push forward, but only a yard. Down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
We go. White 20.
To throw is Goff. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Lions.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get across the 20, broken down to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions called their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Once again, it's Barkley. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
That's taken in by Dotson. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing you in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 39, they come up on first and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out left. Now he'll run. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Hurts to throw. Forced out wide. There he goes again. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
36 yards.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards.
First and 10.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. A pass. Caught by Saquon. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league.
And he will get into the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Eagles 17, Lions 14. Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Like 20. Too low.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Open man. It's Jameson Williams. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
180.
Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
DC. White 20. 5.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
He's got his man complete. That's to Small. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love.
Maverick. Here we go.
A run with Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. We get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the
Final minute,
34-yard line.
1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Here's Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Value 3. Cut. 180.
Throwing, Goff. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 2nd down.
2 for 1. Tonight. 20. 12. Maverick 12. Hey, kill.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front. Here comes 2nd down.
4 down. Cut. What's that?
He'll go play action with Goff. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
The second he threw that ball